Hello, welcome to the Love and Light channel. I'm Andrea and I'd like to welcome you today. Today we're going to be talking about some things from my book, The Path of Love and Light, about more enlightenment spiritually that we can learn from the Native Americans. The Native Americans were the true environmentalists for our world. And Chief Seattle said something important about this. He said, "The earth does not belong to us, we belong to the earth." And that means that we have a responsibility to Mother Earth and that we need to take care of her and all the living things that grow and live on her. The Native Americans have a beautiful prayer that I've always loved, and it says, "I see beauty before me, I see beauty behind me, I see beauty above me, I see beauty below me, I see beauty all around me." And I think if we look for the beautiful in our world, we'll see the beautiful. And it's important that we show respect for everything on the earth. The Native Americans have special names for everything on the earth, and they call everything part of our family. The trees are the standing people. The rocks are the stone people. The birds are the winged ones. The fishes are the finned ones. The animals, mammals, and all of those on four legs are called the four-leggeds. And those that walk on two legs are called the two-leggeds. Trees are called standing people. They consider the rivers the blood of Mother Earth. And they believe that Mother Earth has her own heartbeat. And when they drum, they are kind of connecting with Mother Earth's heart, their own heart to Mother Earth's heart. So they have a beautiful way of respecting and loving everything on the earth. They call the sky Father Sky, and the earth Mother Earth. And they call the moon Grandmother Moon, and the sun Grandfather Sun. And they call all the stars the brothers and sisters of the great star nation. So they have a connection to all, not just on the earth, but the air and the stars and the sky, and they respect everything. It's important. I think it's important that we learn to show respect for the earth like the Native Americans do. They have such a beautiful way of approaching earth. And I believe in reincarnation, and I have done a past life regression, and I was a Native American, and I feel very closely connected to the Native Americans. And I even wrote a book about my life in that life. And one thing about it, it teaches a lot about survival and on the physical level. And often Native Americans will talk about physical challenges they have to go through, different kinds of physical challenges in order to grow spiritually. So surviving and learning how to connect with nature is one of the things they learn to do. And they also learn to tune in to plants and animals and do the nature walk. The nature walk is a very slow, careful walk. It doesn't tromp through the woods and forest. It isn't loud. It is very soft, and it walks kind of like on barefoot. And when you do that small, soft, respectful walk through nature, nature doesn't become afraid, and nature comes out to greet you and say hello. The birds will come out, the squirrels, the chipmunks. Many animals will sense that they're in a safe place, and they will come and connect with you, because we are all connected, and we are all connected to the animals. They have a beautiful view of animals, that they are our brothers and sisters, and that they can teach us important lessons. We all have, according to many of the tribes, are totems, animal totems or power animals. And in my studies of that, I have learned that we have 9 power animals. And I will be discussing about power animals in another one of my Native American talks, because it takes a while to learn about the power animals, but there are 9 totems. And when you encounter an animal on your way in a certain day, it has a message to give you often. Like if you see a hawk, it's a messenger. If you see an eagle, it's the Great Spirit, God looking and watching out for you. If you see a skunk, that means you have a reputation or guard your reputation. So there are many different beautiful things that the animals can share with us. And I will share more about the animal medicine on another talk about from the Native Americans. The Native Americans also have so many other beautiful things that we can learn through our spiritual connection to them. So another one is a sweat lodge. I have also participated in a sweat lodge, and that is a very cleansing and empowering kind of experience, but it's also a very humbling experience. In my book, I talk more in detail about sweat lodges and how they work and what you can learn from them. The Native Americans believe that all the directions are sacred, as in many religions that think that the directions are sacred. The east is the most important direction because that's the sun comes up in the east. And so that's the most important direction because the sun is what keeps us alive. And so that's one of the things that keeps us alive. So they have a great respect for the sun. And they also believe that each direction has different empowering things. The northwest, east, south, and they also believe the direction of above, below, and within. So there are those connections they use in the medicine wheel. They'll use, which is a medicine wheel is a great big stone circle, and they put stones all the way around it. Going one way is the blue road, and the other direction, if you make a cross, is the red road. And I'll be talking more about the medicine wheel too in more of my discussions about the Native American spirituality. You can find out more detail in my book, The Path of Love and Light, as well about the Native American teachings, and it gives a much more detailed idea of some of these things. You may have heard about vision quests, and that's another spiritual challenge. They believe in spiritually challenging themselves, and so they go out in nature all by themselves without food or water, and they stay there overnight until they actually receive a vision quest, and that's to help them understand what their purpose is in this life. And they have to kind of tune into themselves and nature and Father Sky to find out what their purpose in life is. They have great respect for almost everything, but they do believe in spiritual tests and power raising through dancing and drumming. Drum circles are very powerful, and when they dance and drum together, it really raises energy. And that's a fun thing to be involved in if you ever get to be in a powwow and dance or be in a drum circle. Those are very powerful energy raising situations. And they're a wonderful way to create higher, stronger spiritual energy around a certain thing. They would have rain dances to bring the rain, and they would have ghost dances to bring in the ancestors. And they had many different kinds of dances and drumming and chants. And in my book are some of the chants that I love that I've learned from the Native Americans. So I hope you'll tune in to my next discussion in the Love and Light channel. I'll be talking in the next one more about power animals and how you can find out what they are and how they can help you in your life. So I hope you'll tune in again, and I hope you've enjoyed hearing about the Native American spirituality, which is one of my favorites, and it's such a beautiful way to experience life. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll join me again when we talk about Native American spirituality.